Are you looking to see what's the best camera lens you can buy for videos for YouTube, Facebook, or just the internet in general? Well, I think I have the answer for you to that in today's video. Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter art lens. And I'm just going to say this right out of the gate. This is one of my favorite lenses that I've ever used. It's pretty bulky, it's kind of pricey, but it's definitely worth it. And so this lens is made by Sigma. It's an 18 to 35. It has a maximum aperture of f1.8 with a minimum of f16. It doesn't have any inbuilt stabilization, which is kind of a bummer, but it does have autofocus and manual focus, so you can switch back and forth if you want. And one other really nice thing about this is that it's just not limited to one type of camera. You can get the version for your Nikon camera. You can get a version for your Sony camera. You can get a version for your Canon camera. Sigma has decided to bless us all and just make different versions of this lens for the different camera systems. Now this fits an APS-C sensor, and I use this a lot with my Canon C100, but I'm also using it with my Canon N50 with a Comlight EF mount to EF-S mount adapter, and it works just fine. And so yeah, the specs, that's great, but really, what's it look like? Well, I'm glad you asked. So I think it looks a little bit different. One of the big benefits of this lens is you can set your aperture at f1.8 and then you can crank your ISO way down, because when I was using my other lens, I had my aperture set at like f4.0 and then I had my ISO cranked up a little bit because I don't have all my lights on, so it's probably at around 1800. I pop this lens on, my f-stop's at 1.8, my ISO is now down to 200, and I still think it looks pretty good. I am using the outside for some lighting, which is a little bit fluctuated. But overall, you can get a lot better results out of this lens if you don't have near as much light to work with. Now, I do notice that there is a little bit more focus ring noise whenever I'm using this with my C100 Mark II. My 18 to 135 has an ultra silent motor, so I can barely hear it at all when it's focusing. But whenever I do have autofocus on this lens, I can definitely hear it going in and out, and it could be picked up on a microphone depending where your mic's placed, but it's really not that bad. It's not going to be super noticeable unless your mic is sitting right on top of the camera. Then chances are you might pick some of that up. You guys are probably tired of seeing me here in the office, so let's go get some other footage and check it out. So I think the footage pretty much speaks for itself. You can get some really, really good images and video with this lens. It definitely lets you get your object in focus standing out from the background a lot more, gets you a nice blurry background or bokeh or bokeh, whatever you want to call it. I know different people say different things, but it's just a really nice lens to have. And if you're doing any type of product photography or product video, this is definitely going to help you because you can get your product in the foreground and get a nice blurry background, even whenever you're not necessarily doing product video. If you're doing vlogs or even videos in a studio like this, it really helps me stand myself out from the background. And I don't have any lights behind me besides this window over here, but it's doing a really good job at helping me stand out from the background. That way everything's not in focus and there's just not a lot of distractions going on. It is a little bit heavy, so if you're going to use it like as a vlog setup with a Canon M50 or getting the Sony variant and putting it on a Sony camera, it is going to be a lot heavier than a normal kit lens that's like an 18 to 55 or something like that. And so the price on this lens is going to vary. Part of it is what variation you get, because I'm pretty sure the Nikon version is a little bit cheaper than the Canon and the Sony version, but you can usually land this lens for anywhere between $600 and $800, depending if it's on sale or not. And usually you can either find it on Amazon or B&H. And I'll put a link to Amazon down in the description below where you can check it out. And I would just highly recommend considering this lens if you're looking to up your game, switch things up a little bit, add a lens to your arsenal of videography equipment, because this is one that I don't think I'm ever going to sell, just because it's just so useful and so versatile. And so this lens is called the YouTuber lens for a reason. A ton of people use it and a ton of people own this. And it's not good just for YouTube videos. I've used this for weddings. I've used this for commercials that I've done. It really can be used for anything. It's just such a versatile lens. And so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that thumbs up button and let me know down in the comment section below if you own this lens, which I'm guessing some of you probably do, and what system you use. Let me know how it's performed for you. And if you're thinking about getting this lens, any questions, I'd be happy to answer them down in the comment section below. And so make sure you guys also check it out on my social links. They're down in the description below as well. And make sure you subscribe for more videos if you aren't already. Hit the bell, that way you're notified for when new videos go live. And that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.